Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. Um, uh, Apologies if I'm a little snuffly today. My allergies have kicked into high gear because it is finally attempting to be spring here in Canada. The weather in Ontario, at least in Canada here in April, is always a bit of a crapshoot. For example, today was a balmy 21 degrees Celsius. It was bright and sunny and everything was lovely. 2 days ago, on Saturday, it was 3 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's kind of how it's been all month, and I think it's probably here to stay at this point because we are approaching the end of April. But that does also mean that all of the lovely spring pollen is making its way around and causing issues with my sinuses. So, yeah. That's probably going to be a thing for the next few days until my body readjusts to the new weather. Since we do get like 6 months of winter up here in Canada, so it's always a bit of a shock to the system when it realizes, oh, it's not winter anymore. Yeah, we're going to jump into Danganronpa 2 here. Last time we finished the trial, and our best girl, Chiaki, was killed. It makes me sad. But we must move past it and figure out whatever Monokuma is going to try and do next, because we've got a whole nother chapter. But Monokuma, explicitly said that that was the last class trial. So, I'm not sure what's coming next, but I am very curious to find out. Okay. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone. Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now present.
Yup! Congratulations! With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who've survived until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it! What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Oh, you little buttlicker. Also, you said you 5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does that number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to... Akane, I know you only have 1 brain cell, but please. Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool.
You need 6 people for volleyball. Okay. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
no, no.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then, you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going, forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being, and fell asleep. Oh, yeah, so I got every single Monokuma doll except for one in the funhouse, which I can't get back to. That's gonna bug me. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets, as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then, the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? I'm still of the opinion that this is some sort of, like, VR world. How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that. If we're really leaving, then where are we going? Are we really not going to be able to get into the building with the future door? I thought that we were going to be going in there. But, I guess not. Unless there's gonna be something we're doing on the last day here. To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. I bet this is some kind of, like, hacking device. Which is why Monokuma's been gaining power. 9 hours left. I feel like I had a fun dream, somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly, my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuchi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. Like everyone was gone, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Gag! I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. Yeah, for the third time, we rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape the fear. Oh? Am I right? Am I right? Rushing out of the cottage, desperate, fear. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello
Hajime. Good timing. Good timing? What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently, there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently, it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Ma'am, you are dead! You got it. The restaurant. What happens if I try to get into the Soda's cottage? Should hurry to the restaurant, yeah. Okay. Not sure what's going on. Why is the reception hall fixed? The reception hall was fucking exploded. Okay. Snake-a-me is still chilling.
Yo.
Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory. Oh, that's nice. Sonia's, taking care of his hamsters.
Listen well.
Excuse me? Humph. A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you. Or... casual... Yeah, that should be causality, not casuality.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Oh, it's voiced. Or not. I hate when they do that, when they have, like, a segment that is partially voiced. Either have it all voiced, or have it not voiced. Just pick one. Is it the trader from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone else except the trader. Damn it. It was just as Monokuma said. So he really set up the traitor as the killer? And he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video,
How unfortunate.
then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. What page? What was in there? But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... What are they hiding from us? The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so, I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Oh. I wonder if Hajime doesn't exist. I wonder if Hajime is a part of the program. But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. Oh, is it gonna be the building? Are we gonna get the password? The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well...
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys still think you're not gonna die or something? Stop it. Don't stop. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037. Okay. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And, if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
No, I don't think so. This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no... Mihiru, maybe don't look behind you there. Not gonna point out the shrine commemorating your death. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter that ancient ruin.
Hey.
Also, all this glitchiness, this is not the stream. This is actually in the game. Just to clarify. You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right. Let's go. Well, I think we know where we need to go. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Wait, are we already on the second island? I guess we are. This is real weird. Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. It's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. That's Monokuma's line. I don't like what's happening. Oh, well, I guess if everyone's coming back, you had to as well. Can we just kill him again? Ah, if you're gonna let it out, why not do it? Nope, I'm not even reading that. Hey, now's not the time to fuck around.
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together.
Shut up.
The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Okay.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said, you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know. And no one is thinking it's weird that all these dead people are here? 11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world. Time's up. Oh, goody. The gamer's backpack. Chiaki's backpack. Chapter 0, heading to the school trip. Okay. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ah, how boring. Huh. What's Nagito's actual deal? Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Oh, okay, this was not Nagito who was thinking this. Haha, you looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right. That's it. So this is a ship. Haha, you just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. Yep, that's a good description of Nagito. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Kameda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that, yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. That's because I have luck. Oh, that's because I have luck as well. What? Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. This sounds an awful lot like Junko. Or at the very least, whoever's controlling Monokuma now. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Ah, perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well. Using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. Oh, do they have, like, a digital copy of Junko's mind or something? I don't know what you're talking about. Haha, I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. What's with the fingernails, Nagito? Oh, things are gonna get weird. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Wait, is Nagito Makuro? Makuro is dead. Well, we saw Junko die too. But I don't know what's going on, but I really want to find out. Hate? Then explain your hand. Ah, this? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Ha 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 ha. Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. So, I think Nagito, like, cut off dead Junko's hand and, like, strapped it to their own wrist. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. Wait. Is this... I thought he looked an awful lot like, whatever the name of the protagonist of the first game was. So much so that I got him mixed up for, like, the first few, streams. Did he go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after the end of Game 1? And then strapped Junko's hand to his stump that he lost somehow? Oh, what the fuck is going on? I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Ah, I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh. That's strange. Huh? Ha 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 ha. Ah, look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what's going to happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Okay, so what the fuck was that? So many questions now. Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door. Why is a door here? Where am I? Okay, this is what happened right at the beginning. How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Is it looping? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. There's just a sign that says a violin. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. Oh, so he remembers, okay. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then, why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in that classroom, just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Graduation exam. Well, we knew it couldn't have been that easy. Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? And not just that, what is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Well, one last trial to resolve all the mysteries of the island, just like in the first game. You know what? I'm gonna say no for now. I want to see if there are any more Monokuma dolls. Ah ha ha ha! I fucking knew it!
No.
Yeah, not gonna get that one past me. What is this? In a normal classroom, there'd be a window, but instead, there's this iron plate bolted here. When I tried knocking on it with my fist, it looks like it's a pretty thick iron plate. Oh, excuse me. Is this to keep us trapped? What the heck? This place where iron plates are covering the windows inside the classrooms. Is it really Hope's Peak Academy? This clock doesn't have any hands. A clock without hands is meaningless. Why would something like this be in a classroom? Alright, I guess it's time to head out. That does mean there are 4 more Monokumas we have to look for. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least, it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go, and definitely clear things up. I see they're reusing assets from the first game. Can we actually go into any of these? No, these rooms are blocked off. But we do still need to look for Monokuma's Despair Hotel. Oh, can't go through that way. Okay. That's not suspicious at all. Oh, we can't go in here, I guess. Can't spend any of those monocoins. Yeah, those doors are all sealed. That's sealed. That's what, the nurse's office? Yeah. Can't go to the bathroom. Alright, well, only one place to go. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, and I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so, I braced myself and cautiously opened the door. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will, do so right now. And actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to blow my nose, because I really do need it. Alright, that's a little better. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. Dodgeball! It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime,
Yo!
you heard the announcement and came here too, right? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
That is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello! How does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you...
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No, no.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway. What's left of it? Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin. You were serious about that? I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Wow, way to break the fourth wall there, Monokuma. Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I'm not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and... it means... I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the doors to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean, between?
Hey!
What do you mean, made?
What's this?
Oh my. Are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Holy shit. I was, of all the possible things that I could have possibly expected in this game, I sure as fuck was not expecting a llamas in hats reference. Good lord. Damn, okay. That is wild. Okay, no, I need to take a screenshot of this, because this was... What? Why a llamas and hats reference? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the series, but how did the people making this game even know about that? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way.
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate,
are you sure about this?
but on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island, or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
no.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So, please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
it cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it. Why is this happening? Why? I guess we'll find out after the ad break. Stick around. Alright, let's continue. I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Gah. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma? However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we could stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. Okay. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives. So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. What? If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around, too. Like Sonya said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonya took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonya!
Sonya!
Miss Sonya! Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonya, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Alright, investigation time. Though I do need to just quickly blow my nose again. Stand by. Ugh, these allergies are kicking my ass. Wait, is there nothing in here that we can look at? I gotta look for a Monokuma, though. There you are, you little fuck.
I knew you could do it.
Alright, 3 more. Okay, so I guess there is literally nothing in here that we can look at. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. This weird glitchy effect is really messing with me. I don't see any more Monokumas here. And we clearly can't go down there. This hallway. There is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Not just you, Sonia. Wait, did I see a... I thought I saw a Monokuma. Guess not. Alright, is there anything down here? Nope. That's just a dead-end hallway. Okay. So what if we go down here? That room's blocked off. Okay, so the dojo is the only place we can go here. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Okay, there's gotta be a Monokuma in here. Oh, wait. Is that Monokuma? No, that's just the corner of the surveillance camera. Come on. There's gotta be a Monokuma here. The cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Yoko and Peko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home. Really? Is there no... Monokuma doll? It's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? We're not touching that until we've looked at everything else here. The target seems pretty far away. If the production team had had more time, there could have been a mini-game here. Okay, so they're really breaking the fourth wall. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, It definitely seemed like, at the very least, the editing budget got slashed in these last couple chapters. There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional-looking woodblock key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Alright, we'll look at the book. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is... Achoo! Achoo! Excuse me. Manga for Morons. A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So, they decided to implement a new system. The Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds, and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident, and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but... no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh? Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you want me to say?
By the way,
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those reserve course students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrasses you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve course student. Damn it. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, so it looks like we are going to indeed have one final trial. Where we figure out everything that's going on. Alright, well I think that's it for this room. So I bet it's dump. Oh, I thought it was gonna dump us into a new hallway. I'm not oh, Soda's here now.
What's going on?
This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. Hahaha, it's like there's an invisible wall or something. Okay, that was the dojo. Is the biolab open now? No? Okay. Oh, we hit level 69, nice. Let's check in on, Snake-a-Me. Oh. Need to flush some stuff. Let's give her a present to keep her even. Sure, some mineral water. That'll do. Alright, I guess let's go in here. It's the only opening. Classroom 5A. Yeah, there's just gonna be the same stuff as before. Any more Monokumas anywhere? Where are you, you little Monokumas? How dare you hide from me? This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is... Manga for Morons. The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, huh? Wasn't the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in other manga, too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Oh, I wonder if he's the guy who was the mystery character that we saw in episode 0 there, or chapter 0. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. Oh. Well, that certainly explains some things. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited? Danganronpa 0. Which is not a game that exists, as far as I know. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But, ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply meant talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd give me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it said that the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Anyway, I have learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? I'm thinking that was Junko. This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else of interest in here. Alright, now the question is there anywhere we can go new? Oh, we can go to the biolab now. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. This looks like a plastic tarp. Why is this left out like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? Oh, I see you, you little fuck. That makes 3.
I've been found.
I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least, that's what it looks like, but that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking? Alright, well, I think that's the extent of the room, so let's take a look at the book. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? No, I think it's just a nod to Junji Ito. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began to joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. That's, weirdly poignant in the current day and age. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Yeah, okay, so I was right, it was Junko that they were referring to. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. Wow, this is like predictive. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant? What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened? And I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know? On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Okay. Where should we go next? We already went to the dojo, which I think this just loops around. Yeah, we can't do anything with that, so that just loops around there. Oh, I guess 5B is the next one, because we already looked at 5A. No, I should just ignore it. I'm going to pretend I didn't see him. No, I'm not. First I'm going to look for Monokuma dolls. Unless that's a Monokuma doll. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up, what did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Ahem. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days...
Actually,
It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. There we go. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
huh?
Then what was their purpose? What? Well, like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so, the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Unmedicated depression sounds like, yeah, you're not wrong. The ultimate depression. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Did they try touching grass? Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
in other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Holy shit! That's new information. We did not learn that in the first game. Mass suicide?
What did you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair? Junko Enoshima? Heh, doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Yeah, he should not know that. Why does Fuyuhiko know that Junko is dead? Hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Oh, so he found a different book that we didn't find. Okay. Alright, so this is not information that he had from before. This is new info for him as well. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the Killing School Life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that Killing School Life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Shh! There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing? The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? I think they copied her brain onto a CD-ROM. And we're all in a simulation, and Junko's program is running Monokuma. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but... an imitation is just that. An imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. Oh, I wonder if it's the Ultimate Imposter. And his death was also faked. That would be something the Ultimate Imposter could do. Or, if this whole thing is a VR simulation, then they could have just used that to, make it look like they were killed. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The camera's all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere? Just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh, how
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. Monokuma, we are not sleeping with you. You're not making sense again.
Well, now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Hey,
Killing school life is about how yada yada yada. Okay, so yeah, same dialogue. What about Monokuma? Do you want to hear out the Ultimate Despairs again? No, I don't really need you to. Yeah, okay, so he's just going through it. The same shit again. For not, I've already heard this from you before, yeah. Okay. Let's just give the room another once-over, see if we can see any Monokuma dolls. Nope, just the real one. Oh, we're in a new hallway. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Okay. Kane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all. But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Okay. So that's locked, and we can't go into that one yet. Okay, so there is something down there that we can do. Is there anything here? Nope, just sealed doors. And same there. Okay. There's just the one. Alright, the music room. Got something in my eye. Alright. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Strange like a Monokuma doll? I guess not. Huh. Okay, let's check out the piano first. It's a very nice looking grand piano. It must be very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play this. It looks like it's some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of this killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering those memories we've lost. The Academy survivors, okay? I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the Ultimate Despairs, who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Oshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Looks like the ad break is going to be coming up in just a few seconds, so I am going to start it just like 30 seconds early here, because I gotta blow my nose again. So stick around, and we'll be back right after the break. Alright, let's continue. Right, we just came out of the music room. Oh, that's new. The bathrooms are still off limits. Where can we go? There's a Kane. That's where we started. Oh, I think this is new. I don't think we had access to this room before. Yeah, this looks new. List of subjects. This feels different from a classroom. Well, yeah, it said teacher's lounge. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that kind of stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. And it had a sign literally above the door saying teacher's lounge.
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Yeah, seriously. There you are. That's number 4.
Huh? Are you serious?
Okay. Now, what do we have to interact with here? Yeah, it's just a surveillance camera. There is another hologram there, so we're gonna leave that till later. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? That's just the monitor. I want to see what this says. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that... That's 16 people, alright. Are names I've seen before. Yep. Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuchi, Nagito, Gundam, Ultimate Imposter, Teruteru, Nekamaru, Fuyuhiko, Mihiru, Makan, Ibuki, Akane, Sonya, Echo, and Hiyoko. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says, Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the guy who killed 13 people? The founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it. Another mystery. Maybe it was the son of the founder? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hiyoko Seonji is written there. What is this newspaper? Wait. She looks a lot older there. What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Seonji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in the newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? Are they all older? And they were like had all of their memories going back to the beginning of their school days erased? Is that what happened? This is getting wild. This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hiyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hiyoko Seonji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean,
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Seonji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hiyoko. Huh?
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey,
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
this is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hiyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Okay. I guess let's look at the hologram. That's the last thing here. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ashima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage. Okay, let's move along. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Okay. Well, there's one more Monokuma doll to find, so... let's see, what's down here? Nothing! The physics department. Okay, that's where he came from. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess this is the burned out floor. That's blocked off. Okay, the windows are kind of weird. Certainly a new addition. Oh, that's the rec room. Oh, I guess this is not the burned out floor then. This is the third floor. Okay, so that's the rec room, and then... Are there any other... No, I think that's the only... Or at least the only one that has an opening door down this corridor. Alright, what do we got in here? There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside the school. Why is the billiard table floating? And where's Monokuma? There's a lot of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, computer, travel. There's even a magazine about cameras. Miura would have been happy to see this. There's a dartboard, but this is still a school, right? Or did Monokuma just randomly make up this place? It's a nice, firm-looking leather sofa. It looks like it'd be comfortable for anyone to sleep on. This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime. If you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No, no!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy's seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma's responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. So they're trying to lab engineer a Jesus, basically. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word, true hope, left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Well, I think that's everything in here. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. Well, that's new. Alright, well, we can't go to the pool. I guess all the water would fall out anyways. You good, Akane? It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Akane's twitching her nose and examining her surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Then answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is... they're both.
Yo!
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. It's just my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. Okay. This is very disconcerting. Wait. If this door is blocked off, then where are we supposed to be going? I didn't see any other doors. Oh, here we go. Library. This must be the library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Like a Monokuma doll? Maybe? A little Monokuma doll? A little succulent Monokuma? No? Wait, really? Is that the only thing? The hologram? Huh. I would have thought there would have been a book in the library of all things. This hologram again. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Alright. So Makoto's part of Future Foundation confirmed. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Oh. Oh. I think that this class group, is the remnants of despair. The only survivors of the Hope's Peak Academy tragedy. And the 6 survivors from the Killing Game have hidden us so that the Future Foundation can't kill us off. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Okay, well, I think that's the only things in this room. And there doesn't seem to be a Monokuma hidden anywhere. Okay, so I think the other door was down this hallway somewhere, maybe? Or not? Where the heck was it? Here, it was past this big open area. Yeah, there it is. 2B. Or not 2B. Huh? Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but, this looks like the laundry room. There is no use worrying about it, but I was in a school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. A laundry room with a Monokuma? There you are. That should be the last one, I think. Am I gonna get an achievement pop up? No? Alright. Alright, so the thing on the table is the only thing here. Oh, we can't even look at Junko's magazine. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on, too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Yeah, we'd pretty much already figured that bit out. Now the question is, are those other people dead or not? The other students. Additionally, the Neo World program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that. There's no way something as crazy as this actually exists. My dude, you were literally just walking through an upside-down hallway.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? I did mention that I thought that might be a possibility. I don't think Hajime is part of the program, but it would make sense. Yeah, there's nothing else here.
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? No? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Hoo-hoo-hoo. You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see any resemblance, but... Ah. I don't like that. Ah. I hate this. I cannot tell where everything is when it's in green mode. Yep, hate that. The store, maybe? Nope. Not the eye room. Oh, I guess it's that one there. The only door that shows up when everything flickers off.
Well,
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? Heh. The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions... if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? Huh?
oh my.
I am not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Something sketchy is going on. Oh, I see a Monokuma there. The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Wait, so... Okay, no, this room is still blocked off, so we can't actually go into that one yet. We have to go into this one. The monolith! Okay, so that's just the iron plates. Okay, no more Monokuma dolls, I think. Yeah, no, nothing behind the monolith. That's just the clock. Alright, let's look at the monolith. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. Okay, what about the monument in the music room? That was about this size and also floating. But what in the world is it? And the moment I looked at that object... Alter Ego? Alter Ego's back! Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. There we go. So Alter Ego survived. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial Intelligence Program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it. It's that feeling from earlier again. This floating feeling, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet on the feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be, mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo-World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. Seriously, dude, the world is clipping apart. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying that this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. Geez, Hajime, you are thick. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths, they're all just fiction. Is that? Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo-World program used for in the first place? The Neo-World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact we're here, and the fact we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step toward replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo-World program. Oh, fuck. So their whole plan was to kidnap us, erase all of our memories up to before the tragedy happened, and have us manually override our pre-existing memories with new ones to make us into different people. Fucking hell. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? Oh. Huh. What if... Okay, let's put together a timeline here. The survivors of the killing game in Danganronpa 1 join the Future Foundation. They hear about the survivors of the Great Tragedy, the remnants of despair. The 15 students who survived that occurrence, our class. They're sent out to kill them. Instead, they kidnap them, hook them up to this machine to try and erase their memories of that event so they are no longer the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation won't have a reason to kill them now. I don't know how I feel about this. That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. Oh shit. Was Usami alter ego? All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. Okay, no, so it was not alter ego, it was a separate program. But the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? Wait. Alter ego? You said you didn't know what was going on in the outside world. Someone isn't telling the entire truth here. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it. What the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. Yeah, and that was the countdown timer, was how long it would take for the virus to fully take over. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility? But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Well, maybe because the world is crashing around you. Observers has been added. And Neo World program updated. But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit, too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey, come on now.
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. Okay, so in order to end the program, he had to get it so that there was only 5 people, I assume. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that continues the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death. Hey? We broke Monokuma. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? This is the shape of Hajime. Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Or maybe that's Makoto. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that it's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. 11037. That's the number we found in Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase the password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Leon! It was the hint from the first case in Danganronpa 1. So this is definitely Makoto then. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Oh. I think that's why Monokuma needed there to be 5 people. Because he needed there to be less than half in order to not be able to trigger the shutdown. And, Makoto is saying that he needs to get more people into the system to be able to do this. Okay. Okay, Monokuma's still saying death over and over.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really? I see.
Anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no-good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working toward a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. Leon. And the shutdown sequence. Yep, so we no longer have enough people. Yeah, so I think that's it. I don't think Alter Ego's gonna tell me anything more. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything else to ask me. Powerful weapon. Oh, and I guess this also explains why there was a statue of Sakura Agami. Because she was held in quite high regard by the other survivors. So they must have put it in the world to like, memorialize her.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy. See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Well, that's an awfully weird hallway. Oh, and I can't look back. It's not letting me turn around. We can only move forward. Huh? This place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
Huh. Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
welcome.
So you finally arrived. Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
Of course, if that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Ahem. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences. Then the result is based on our majority vote. Ahem. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Arg, even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know? What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well,
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier,
no way.
but you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be? Yeah, because he's forced to obey the rules of the teacher program. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what alter ego was talking about?
Anyway,
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Piss me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment? Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then. Before you die, sear my power into your memories. Yes, I would like to save. And I think that, this is a good spot to, save and call it for the night. Yeah, okay. And, we will continue with the final trial next week, as I think we will be finishing up Danganronpa 2, so look forward to that. Oh, we're actually finishing a Danganronpa stream on time today, woo! Whether early or late, it always seems to never be on time. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming, very much appreciate having you guys here. Next week we'll be probably finishing this off. In the meantime, though, tomorrow we will be starting the brand new MonsterCon, the 4th Monster Prom game, so that should be a lot of fun. Then Thursday we'll be continuing Cat Quest, and Friday we'll be continuing Pathfinder. So lots of good stuff to look forward to. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, the link is down below the stream. I post all of my schedules there, the weekly schedules, the stream announcements, all of that, and any other announcements if anything happens to come up. I also post any new artwork I get there, so check that out if that's of interest to you. There have been a few pieces that have gone up lately, so fun stuff. You can also suggest things if there are any games you want to see me play, or any redeems you want to see added, or just anything you think would make the stream better. Feel free to drop it over in the Discord. With all of that said, thank you again everyone for coming. Always appreciate having you guys here. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a very good night. See you guys tomorrow for MonsterCon, and rest well.